Hello and welcome back to Tottenham Logic TV. That was a bloody difficult match to play in. And I've never seen so many individual errors in one match in my life. It was insane. I was watching the game through my fingers like this because every time we got the ball, we seemed to just give it to them, pass it to their players, or just misplace it completely. They will recover the ball and set up another attack. Ottoman could have scored about 10 goals in that first half. And that's not even exaggerating. It was insane. Their pressing was spot on. They wouldn't give us a second on the ball, but that's no excuse for, we train for this every day. Our training is to press and to pass around the press. That's what we do every day. It just seemed like the occasion got to a lot of players. Lucas Bergvall was, I don't want to, pull up on players, but like Lucas Bergvall, for example, was holding on to the ball way too long. He seemed to be taking an age and making a decision on where to pass the ball. So every time he got it, he was targeted by the press, and he got the ball, two people around him. They knew they was going to get it off him. His touch was poor, his decision making was poor, and the ball just kept coming back at us. It was insane. Like, I've never seen like a team just crumble that much in that first half. It was crazy. I can't overemphasize how much the occasion has actually hit these players. Dragushin, he'll do something brilliant 1 minute, great header away, a great tackle. Then it'll be something terrible, giving the ball away or slipping or passing it to the wrong player, or misreading the situation, letting a player in. And it was time and time again. It was so Dragushin, Bergvall was doing it. When the ball was going up to Will Lancashire, he couldn't hold on to it. The amount of times the ball was given to his feet and the ball was taken off him and it was coming back at us again. It was just relentless. That's the word I'm trying to look for. It was just relentless from Galatasaray. And I just want to say a couple of things though, like just remember, like, when we're saying our squad's not good enough and all this sort of stuff, we didn't have Van der Ven, Romero, Werner, Moore, Odegaard, Richarlison, or Spence even available for this game. Yeah, I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying. And we also had Bentancur, Sarr, Vicario, Solanke, Udogie, and Kulusevski on the bench, right? So that's a hell of a lot of players. That's over what's that, 11 players that weren't starting this game. So fair plays to these young guys. They took it on. We had Gray. Great. Let's look at Gray's contribution. Yes, he struggled defensively, and he's not a left back. He's not even a right back. And he's not even left-footed. So let's just give him some, leeway as well. But that pass he did into Johnson was perfect. Pinpoint pass to Johnson, and Johnson's little touch into Lancashire. Lancashire gets his first goal for the club. Brilliant from Lancashire. In the right place at the right time and finished the goal. You see how happy he was to get a goal for Spurs, and it was a brilliant goal scored by Spurs. But as soon as we'd done that, I thought we'd kick on. Nope. Galatasaray fucking hounded us again. Bang, bang, bang. Straight at our goal. Chance after chance after chance. And Osherman's finishing was brilliant. Toe poked the first one and a nice caressed left-footed volley in for his second. And, God knows why no one's paid his release clause, because Osherman is world-class. What a player he is. If he was playing for us, he would score hundreds of goals. I'm sure after his stint at Galatasaray, after he's been loaned there, I'm sure 100% he's going to have a big money move at the end of the season. What a player he is. So any positives to take? Well, in the second half, we started bringing on people like Bentancur, Kulusevski, Sarr, Solanke, and all of a sudden, we started looking better. Whether that's because Galatasaray were starting to tire because they were relentless pressing, I don't know. But we just look so much better. And the way I think about it is, maybe these players that came on play this system week in, week out. They're used to it. But the players that were playing in the first half don't play like this week in, week out. not together anyway. And I don't want to make up excuses. It was very poor, but it was just in the second half, you could see us taking control of the game with 10 men, by the way. Will Lancashire got sent off for a second yellow. He got dispossessed. It looked really like he got fouled, and I think he got frustrated and he kicked out. That shows immaturity, that shows his age, but I'm sure he'll learn from it. And Spurs just took control. We scored a second goal. Solanke, brilliant a ball drilled across by Porro, and a brilliant back heel from Solanke. He's starting to get his goal scoring form, which is a positive for us going forward. So I'm trying to find some little positivity in this game. There's little of it. We took control with 10 men. We started playing a lot better football when the better players came on, the more experienced players. All in all, though, these other players will learn from this, hopefully. And, this is not an easy ground to go to. This is like going to hell, football in terms. And, they failed. They failed miserably. But hopefully they'll learn from this. Another positive we could take out of this is we only lost 3-2. It should have been 8-2 or 9-2. Like their chances, I think they had over 30 shots in the end, nearly 30 chances to score against us. And I think we only had like 4 or 5. And they were more towards the end, more of our chances. So yeah, all in all, bad day at the office. It's lucky we've won the first 3 games in the Europa League, so we're still in a good position in the Europa League, so it's not really affected us too much in a negative way. We can now go and concentrate on the Ipswich game and hopefully get a result there and make everything look a little bit better. We played awful, played terrible. Mainly, we were just playing terrible with the ball. We just gave them most of the chances. I'd say 75% of their chances, maybe 80% of their chances, was because we gave it to them. So we need to be much, much better on our away games next time. Our away form drastically needs to improve. I saw some good things, but mainly I saw some bad things. So we're doing okay in Europa League. There's no need to stress so much. There's a lot of players missing. There's a lot of players on the bench. I'm sure when we get to the last 16 quarterfinals, I'm sure we'll play a stronger lineup, and I'm sure we'll do a lot better anyway. I still believe we can still win this competition. There's a long way to go though, but there's lots to be positive about this season, and I'm hoping we get a massive win against Ipswich and just forget about this night in Turkey. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the game. Did you watch it? Was you there? What did you think of their stadium? What did you think of the performances of the young guys? And I'll speak to you soon. And come on, you Spurs.